Hello and welcome back to another reaction video. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these because these videos seem to be the most popular on my channel. I've done Peaky Blinders, I've done Margin Call, and now I am doing the infamous American Gangster. Today, together, we are going to be analyzing, looking at one of the most infamous gangsters of all time in America, Frank Lucas, played by the amazing Denzel Washington. These movies are such a great way to analyze body language in real time. Even though it's not real life, these actors are paid millions, trained by the best tonality, acting, verbal coaches to be the best, to make it seem real. And that's exactly what they do. Without further ado, let's get into it. But before that, if you would like any help when it comes to your speaking, your communication, I am literally that. I'm a communications coach designed to help you get to where you want to get to. You can click the link in the description to go to my website to have a bit of a read. Let's get into it.
Did you really find $1 million in the trunk of a car and turn it in? Did you do that? You did that for real, huh? My man. Good for you.
I always say with these, I think you know what I need to do? I need to start live streaming these, because if I wanted to, I could sit here for an hour to 2 hours analyzing every single detail in this one 10-minute scene, 5-minute scene, literally. Because off the bat, I've seen 1-2 things already that most people would miss. That gives a huge insight into how these two characters are feeling. I'll briefly go over them now. So here we can see some fidgeting from, I forgot what his name is, but this is the FBI interrogator. He was about to do...
You did that for real, huh?
A bit of fidgeting with his hands.
My man. Good for you.
And I don't think, usually this can show nervousness. In this case, I mean, he's sitting across one of the most infamous, dangerous gangsters in New York, I believe. So there could be an element of nervousness. But in this case, what I believe this fidgeting shows here is he's very impatient. He's very restless. He wants to get even him behind bars. He wants to get information out of him. He's very restless. That's what this shows to me. And then something Frank did here, he does this a lot, especially Denzel as a whole. Denzel as an actor does this, whoever he portrays in these movies.
Did you really?
See how he put his hand on the table? That shows dominance. That's a very assertive behavior, especially with his hand, his palm facing down and him showing the back of his hand to the person. A very dominant, assertive behavior whenever you spread your fingers and put it on the table.
Find $1 million in the trunk of a car and turn it in. Did you do that? You did that for real, huh? My man. Good for you.
Bit of a smirk.
Turn it in. Did you do that? You did that for
real. See how he looked away? Bit of a smirk, yeah.
My man.
This shows very impatient, slightly unsettling behavior.
Good for you. You know Johnny Law got it though, right?
Maybe.
Ain't no maybe about it, Mr. Richard. You know he got it. You turned that money in, he took it, and you ain't get nothing for it, did you?
Ooh. I love this shit, man. I love this shit. Denzel did a 3-piece combo there. He did a 3-piece. That was a hook, jab, and then uppercut. Let's see.
Mr. Richard, you know he got it.
So,
you turned that money in, he
put his hand on the table, dominance.
Took it, and you ain't getting that.
Dominant again, then he pointed at him.
For it, did you?
That's a 3-piece combo right there. What does that show? That shows dominance. When you're able to invade somebody's space almost, point at them, put your hand on the table, do hand gestures, that's a very confident, dominant behavior.
You do that.
And then this is like a tennis match going back and forth. So I'm going to be pausing this a lot. If this is interesting to you, this is going to be a good video because I'm pausing this going back and forth a lot. If you're interested in body language and the hidden parts of communication, yeah, this video is going to be good. So if you've watched my channel before, you've seen me talk about the steeple many times. Very dominant behavior. A lot of CEOs, presidents, politicians do the steeple when they're talking, presenting, etc. Anytime you spread parts of your body out, either your arms, your chest, you open yourself, even your fingers. When you spread your fingers out, and then you place them together, very dominant, assertive behavior. Even in meditation, I mean, you actually try it for yourself. Try to speak with your hands like this. Automatically, you'll notice you feel more calm, more in control of the situation. I believe there's also some science, meditative science behind this. It's why when people meditate, they place their fingers together. It's very calming and soothing. And at the end of the day, that is what power is. It's when you have self-control, you have control over yourself. So if you want to seem more powerful, try the steeple as, I forgot his name, the FBI agent is doing here. And then another thing I've noticed in the 20 seconds, and it's like this throughout the whole scene, I don't think these people break eye contact many times. As I said, it's like a tennis match. The eye contact is locked in. These two are very, very, very locked in when it comes to eye contact.
What's the right thing to do?
Oh, that's true. That's a good answer. It was the right thing to do. The question I have, the question I've been asking myself is, would you do it again? I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a long time ago. Many car payments ago, many child support payments ago.
One thing I've noticed as well is the tone, the register of these two. There's no high-pitched noises. There's no giddiness. It's very serious, very calm, registered tone. A lot is being said, but it's very surface. It's not loud. It's very hidden. It's very tense, but it's not shouting tense.
So I said to myself, the only way to find out is to find out.
Bribery?
Big deep breath from him. Again, shows he's trying to calm himself internally. That's a very subconscious movement. He probably didn't consciously say, let me take a deep breath right now. No. His body, his mind felt that, okay, let me not get too rushed. Let me not get too involved in the situation. Let me remain calm. Let's take a deep breath quickly. And that's something you can use whenever you are nervous. A few deep breaths will always help you.
Murder.
Give me a thanks. Make sure the car's there. Make sure that money's in that trunk.
No thanks.
You sure?
Oh, look at that.
You sure?
So we had two things, the three things actually combined with what Denzel just said there. So we have a head tilt, we have looking down with eye contact, and we have you sure? What does that, if I was to say that to you, how would you feel? You would feel like I'm cornering you almost. You sure? Like I'm judging you almost. And in some people, it depends on who I'm speaking to, that will make some people break. What Denzel's looking to do here is to get him to open up more, get him to say what he's really thinking. That, for the right person, that could really intimidate someone into getting them to do what he wants them to do.
Come on now, Richie. What you think that
Bit of a smirk, Richie. That's his name, Richie. Bit of a smirk from Richie.
impresses me? Huh? You think that you better than them? You ain't no better than none of them other cops. In fact, you the same as them. You are them. Let me ask you this.
I think Richie's a very strong character as well. You know, just because, you know, maybe some people might think obviously he's working for the police, so he's a very, I don't know how to say, not by the book, but a very pushover character maybe. But Richie's on business as well. And the reason why Richie's smirking, in my opinion here, is because he wants to see what Denzel thinks of him. And Richie knows that he's not like the other cops. Denzel thinks that he is, and he's kind of amused by that because he knows who he truly is. So he's smirking. And you notice a lot of high status, powerful characters, powerful people do that. They smirk and laugh at situations that most people probably wouldn't laugh at. It's because it's like, if something doesn't faze you, you will find it amusing when somebody tries to do it to you, because it's like rain bouncing off of a truck. It's like it's funny.
Do you really think that putting me behind bars is gonna change anything on them streets?
Love that from Denzel there. Not this, no, not that. Love how he put And this is something I say to everyone I teach, something I say to myself. When you put your hands on the table like this, it's a very dominant behavior. Like, let's say this is the table. If I was to do this and put my hands on the table, that's a very dominant behavior. You want to make sure you're doing it in the right context. Too much of it, you'll start to intimidate people. If you're doing it to a higher person, or if no, not even anyone, if you're doing it to anyone too much, you'll start to intimidate them. Where you want to put your hands on the table much more is when you want to show dominance, when you really feel dominant, when you're explaining a situation, when people are looking to you for guidance, when you want to take control of a situation. This is what we're going to do. This is how we do it. And Denzel did it there. He wants to get attention to what he's saying now. He wants to make sure that Richie knows that whatever happens, this is going to happen. And that's how he does it. Also notice how he leaned in. See how he leaned in? That's him leaning into his personal space, making sure he really hears him, really notices him. If he said the exact same thing with hands down here and him sitting back, imagine this. Do you really think that anything is going to change? Imagine that versus this. Do you really think that anything is going to change? It's two different feelings. Same sentence, two different feelings.
Putting me behind bars is gonna change anything on them streets. Them dope fiends are gonna shoot it, they're gonna steal from it, they're gonna die for it. Putting me in or out ain't gonna change one thing.
And that's the way it is.
That's just the way it is. So what we got, Richie?
You also got some mirroring between them. That's very interesting. This is like a tennis match. Back and forth, mirroring. So if you don't know mirroring, it's literally saying what somebody just said. So Richie said, that's just the way it is. Denzel then mirrored, that's just the way it is. It's like a tennis match.
We got me and you sitting here. You got that little snitch ass driver for my brother. You got a little bit of powder. You're gonna need more than that, Richie.
I got possession, supply, conspiracy, bribing a law officer. I got people who attest to seeing you kill in cold blood. I got your offshore bank accounts, your real estate, your businesses, all bought with money from heroin. And I got hundreds of parents of dead kids, addicts who OD'd on your product, and that's my story for the jury. That's how I make it all stick. This man murdered thousands of people, and he did it from a penthouse driving a Lincoln. Aside from that, you got nothing to worry about.
That's pretty good, but that's why we go to court, isn't it, Richie? Because I got witnesses too. I got celebrities, I got sports figures, I got Harlem, Richie. I took care of Harlem, so Harlem's gonna take care of me. You can believe that.
I got more than that, Frank.
What you got?
I got a line of people wanting to testify against you. It stretches out the door and around the block. You damaged a lot of lives, Frank. I got the Mazzano crime family. Remember those boys? You put them out of business.
I ain't got nothing to do with no Mazzanos. Mazzanos ain't got nothing to do with me.
They got everything to do with you.
But they
know
got-
why?
Why?
Because apart from the fact that they hate you personally, they hate what you represent.
I don't represent nothing but Frank Lucas.
You sure? Black businessman like you? You represent progress. The kind of progress that's gonna see them lose a lot of money. With you out of the way, everything can return to normal.
My man. You know what normal is to me, Richie?
Okay, I'm going to pause it before this bit, because this bit is amazing. So a few things to break down in that minute scene there. So,
To normal.
firstly, eye contact again. No breaking from either of them. Again, what I said before about powerful people tend to smile and laugh and go on tangents on the most random things that no one would understand except for them. Like, why is he laughing here? This isn't a laughing matter. It's actually quite serious. Who cares? Only he knows why he's laughing. And they do that a lot. Powerful people, they take control of a conversation. They do things that only they will understand because they don't care how anyone else might see it.
My man.
It's a bit of a chuckle and laugh, my man. And then he takes a sip. And before the next scene, takes about a 5-second pause to really compose and think internally. Let's now see this scene. One of the most infamous.
You know what normal is to me, Richie? I ain't seen normal since I was 6 years old.
Again, finger on the table, pointing dominant. Look how he's also, that's a very powerful gesture, like chin slightly up, slightly lean back, very in control. But this is very weird because, you know, he's in being interrogated, he's about to go to prison.
So, normal is seeing the police ride up to my house, dragging my little 12-year-old cousin out and tying him to a pole, shoving a shotgun in his mouth so hard they bust his teeth. Then they bust 2 shotgun shells in his head and knock his fucking head off. That's what normal is to me. I don't give a fuck about no police then. I don't give a fuck about no police now. Shit. You know what?
Again, it's kind of like we've seen everything bubble, and then all of a sudden, a huge outburst, and he did what he did there.
You can do whatever you want to do. So it don't mean nothing to me for you to show up tomorrow morning with your head blown off. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, Frank, get in line. That one stretches around the block, too.
All right. What you want to do?
Very
You
symbolic.
know what you gotta do.
Cup is very symbolic. That basically says the ball is in your court. That's what that says. And again, Richie, he used the physical object to represent something that can't be seen. Again, the ball is in your court. Let me push this over to you, invade your personal space. I'm kind of in control now. You do what I do. And you see how also, I didn't notice this before, but you see how Denzel's posture is he's kind of hunched over now. Like, look how, you remember how I was saying before, he was like, yeah, this is how it is, this. But why is he kind of hunched over now? I think because he's starting to realize that maybe it's coming to an end. No, I know.
What you want me to do, snitch? Huh? I know you don't want to give up no cops. What you want? You want gangsters? Pick one. Jew gangsters, Mick gangsters, guineas. They've been bleeding Harlem dry since they got off the boat, Richie. I don't give a fuck about no crime figures. You can have them.
I'll take them, too.
You'll take them too.
Mirroring again. That literally was mirroring. Mirroring is when you mirror what somebody said, but you also question it, kind of like, you'll take them too. It gets people to elaborate on what they've said more. In this case, it didn't, but yeah, it usually does.
No, you didn't. You talking about police? You want police? You want your own kind.
They're not my kind. They're in business with you, Frank. They ain't my kind. They ain't my kind, like the Italians are not yours. All right?
There it is
What
again.
can you promise me, Richie?
The ball's in your court. What can you do for me? Wow, amazing scene. Amazing scene. Yeah, I really hope you got a lot from that. When I do these, I can go on for a long time. This one wasn't too bad, actually. I think I did a good time, 20 minutes around, so for a 5-minute clip. But yeah, the main thing from this that I can take was the intensity. Even though it didn't seem like it, there was no shouting, there was no loudness, very calm. There was so much hidden things below the surface. The cup, the eye contact, the tone, low register, the mirroring back and forth. It was like a tennis match. Another thing is dominance and power was a big thing, but not loudness dominance, as I said, more hidden, unseen dominance, hand gestures, placing things on the table, moving things, invading each other's personal space. Big thing. I really hope you enjoyed that scene. If you would like me to react to your favorite movie, please let me know in the comments what scene I should react to next. I'm always looking for new scenes, new movies to react to. Let me know what you'd like to see next. And again, if you would like me to look at your communication style, see what you're conveying to people when you speak to them in your work, your personal life, etc., then I would love to have a chat with you. You can click the link in the description, go to my Instagram, and yeah, just give me a message. All the best. Bye-bye.